Oh my God. Let's see if it works. Wow, what a nightmare. Let me see if I can hear. Can you guys hear me? Yep. Wow, what a night. Okay. So Restream is the only thing I could get to work. I couldn't go right through YouTube. I had to figure out I had it connected to OBS. I had it figured out where I wouldn't have to start over a whole other stream and stuff, but there was no way around it. I was putting the stream key in OBS and everything, and it was giving errors. Well, thank you, Jen. That's really nice. I appreciate that. I have a lot of people messaging right now. It's probably good that it took a while to. Looks like YouTube is having stream issues, so stand by for announcement on the time of my next show is what somebody's saying. Yeah, so it's a something happening. No, for everybody, go through Restream. I was already trying to go through YouTube. It wouldn't let me do it. It was saying that my camera was freaking in use in another application. I literally restarted my whole computer. My camera, and it kept saying that my camera was not in use at all. So I'm home now. Fred is at where he's staying. So I'm in a completely different state right now. Yeah. So like I said, let me make sure I want to check something. Make sure the settings on this were done right because it's got all weird. Customization. Okay. I put it on 2 hours. That way only those that actually subscribe will be able to respond right now, at least for 2 hours anyways. And I don't think I'll be on that longer than that. I mean, who knows? That's crazy, Lori. What kind of bad things are you doing on YouTube? YouTube's not going to cut me off. So I wanted to talk about this before anybody else had an opportunity to tell like my story. Well, me and Fred's story and how everything has got to what it is now. So, and some people are going to be really sad or bummed that I didn't say anything sooner. But as far as like that goes, it's obvious to me it's why. I mean, so many people have been determined to just cause problems. So, and Fred's really trying to do the right thing. And I don't want that screwed up for him. So I've been trying to stay quiet on some things. So basically, let me see, make sure I'm in. The chat is not staying cut. I don't like Restream. Even the closest people to me don't know. Like, so let's see, Fred and Laura met in the beginning of 2022, January of 2022. And when I first met them, I was like, let me think of my impression. I thought Fred was like one of the nicest people. I couldn't believe that people like the things people had been saying about him, even from that meeting. And Laura was, I didn't talk to Laura as much, but we did talk. We had those couple interviews, and then obviously the couple of interviews on here. And sometimes when I would message, it would be her or it would be Fred or whatever. So this has been developing over the past couple years. I really wanted to help them, and especially I really wanted to help both of them, get them up here. They were both my friends. And I did a lot for both of them. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. I'm nervous, but not as nervous as what you guys would think. Because it's something that I've been thinking on for a while now, on how to address this. And then people aren't going to understand, and people are going to talk shit, and people aren't going to understand, but it's not their life and they don't have to live it. So, and I think that over time people will see the truth more so. And you guys will see what I see in Fred and why I think he's such an amazing person. Okay. Now, so we talked, I've been to Tennessee several times, but before both of them went to jail, because Fred went to jail in June of 2023 and Laura went to jail a few days after for simple possession. Laura did anyways. And but before then, I had been down to Tennessee 3 times, and each time I had went down there and talked to them several times. And after the first time, so from January 2022 to June of 2022, we didn't talk because we didn't talk. I didn't have a phone number or any way to get a hold of them. But after June of 2022, we had slowly started talking through Facebook. That's when Fred let me know he could be reached through Facebook. Still, it was very few and far between. It was hard to get a hold of him and everything. But about 6 months before they went to jail, June of 2023, is when I started even getting where we start talking more regularly with all, it was always in the same messenger. So it wasn't like I would talk to Fred in one and Laura in another. Laura was usually using his messenger. If a lot of times it would be her responding or whatever. But let's see. I'm trying to think here. I'm fine, guys. Like, I think more people, yeah, people are more worried than I am about it. Uh, but this is the truth, and this is like, and if you want to take it from other people, like share, then feel free to turn it into some kind of something super salacious and exciting. But it's not as exciting as what people think. But it will be turned into something, I'm sure. So, but when they went to jail, I did everything to try to. I felt so bad for Laura because I was like, I still hadn't understood like their living situation quite yet. See, when they first, I still was like, I didn't realize how much they actually stayed down at 165, and like 207 was more like the drug, den or whatever. 165 is more where they stayed. It was a nicer house, and they had Wi-Fi over there. And so where was I going with that? I didn't have even still a very clear until me and Fred started like talking when he was in jail was when I really realized even more like how much he had been painted like as somebody he's totally not. But when Fred went to jail and you guys all helped, we were all so worried about Laura, okay? Because we knew Laura was going to be like screwed because she was very dependent on Fred. Both of them are on some kind of like disability or something. But, and I don't think I realized that at the time that she was getting money. But it was okay. I still knew that she would be out lost. But she did end up staying, finding somebody to stay with, like a friend to stay with or whatever. But a few days after Fred went to jail, Laura gets arrested with no other than Brandon Clark, I believe is his last name. The guy who was on JLR's video, the one that was going through the woods and stuff. Laura was with that dude when she got arrested. Ew, are you serious, Direwolf? Oh my god. Yeah, that Brandon, exactly. Nothing weird going on with them as far as I know with Laura and Brandon. It was just like they just happened to be together, and I think there was somebody else with them. I don't know. But Laura got arrested. It was basically the only other time she's been arrested besides her. I mean, she hadn't been arrested in forever. People don't understand that they're not like the criminals that you guys think. She hadn't been arrested in like 20 years at that point or something crazy. So it was weird, right when Fred went to jail, literally like 3 days after she's in jail. And I don't know how long she was in there, but when she gets out, she goes back to stays with that friend. So we thought, or whatever. And I did everything I could to try to get her to involved and with Fred and stuff. And she just didn't seem interested. Like, I pretty much had to do everything, like, if anything got done. I mean, she did send us money and stuff like that. I think she was really I think she's dealing with depression and stuff. This is not I'm not going to be bashing Laura no matter what, even if she comes on and talks crap about me or whatever. I won't be going there because I really did think of her as a friend. All right, Stephanie. So yeah, we were really, oh my gosh, me and Kathy and some of you guys, a few of you guys, others really tried to help her out. Really tried to put her, like, I would be like, hey, like they hadn't talked for forever. And I would be like, hey, Laura, why don't you call tonight? Fred's going to call at this time. You should call at this time, at the same time so you guys can talk. It's not exactly it's not illegal, but it's not, it's against the rules in jail, really, to do those three-way type calls. But I was really, really, really trying to, because she didn't really have like a set phone number. She always has those texting phone numbers and stuff. And it just made it difficult with how the jail phones are set up now. You have to like make accounts and you have to add it can be yeah, I tried to help them communicate. I even tried to get her to meet Kathy, or have Kathy was going to pick her up and take her for a visit. She just never, she would just always like, I don't know. She just did not. One time she actually called me and she was like, asking me to take care of Fred if anything happened to her and stuff like that. And it was strange. She said she had, health problems and she didn't know how long she was going to be around. I thought it was odd, but I didn't think anything. I was like, okay. Me and Fred never had anything like romantic or anything like that at all. Like people, but after June of 2023 is when I think that we started getting closer, and Laura just kind of dropped off from the face of the planet. And came to find out she had been staying with another guy. But anyways, and it's not an attack on her at all. I always knew like Fred had feelings for me. He's had feelings for me for a while. I knew it. But I always I did not go there. I made sure like he knew that we were friends and stuff like that. But he didn't ever say anything like, never. I could tell like the way he didn't ever say anything inappropriate to me or anything ever come on to me. Never. But I could still tell that he had a little crush on me. He wouldn't go, he's just, when he's in a relationship, that's just how he is. And at that even though him and Laura didn't know, it didn't seem like anything was happening there. Like she still, they've been using together for like 20 years, and it's kind of kept them both stagnant and not being able to progress. It shouldn't matter to anybody on social media. It shouldn't, but for some reason it does. So, and the fact that Fred is, so Fred was really like, he was telling her, he was like, and she straight up told him, like, and she came up on my panel back in June and said that they weren't together. If you guys don't remember, it was on there and everything. She said it, like, he had no idea. In order for him to know this, I had, it had to be relayed. I didn't have the heart to freaking tell him for a while. So I'm trying to think what else, like, so it's not true that I'm a homewrecker or that I stole him. It was really at all. They haven't even talked since June of, or they haven't seen each other since June of 2023. They did talk on the phone not very many times. Like me and him talked much, much more. Like she really didn't seem interested. But come to find out, we found out it had a lot to do with who she was staying with and stuff like that. But I don't want to tell too much of her story because I don't want her to feel attacked. Yeah, I'm not going to deal with the rude comments right now. It's just my truth and what is actually happening. We can. I don't think I'm going to have really address it much more beyond letting you guys know what's going on, because like Fun Size said, it's not anybody's business. It really isn't. But it's best that I release it than somebody else, when it's already been kind of released by Share. So my daughter loves Fred. They talk about animals all the time, and she's really excited to when he can be able to come up to Indiana. Which, no, he's not living here. He can't even come out. He can't even, he's in that program till at least August. So, the ones saying like he's here and stuff like that, and that he's not in a halfway house or he's not in rehab, that's not true. Let's see. It's going to show you guys something. If I could figure out how to share screens on here. So yes. That was yeah, yesterday at Kathy's before I left. There's a lot of other weird things that have happened since, the way we met. It's really, 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 really crazy, guys. I can't even there's so much to this. So many of you guessed and have texted me and stuff, and I just like would kind of I would just like kind of put it up, Thank you, that girl, and thank you guys. And I wouldn't, and I know people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, he's a suspect! Oh my God, Ziggy's with a suspect!" But it was never me. I know people are going to also be like, oh, well, that's why she freaking defended him so hardcore. No, I defended him so hardcore because he's always been honest, and he's seriously, and I don't care if people believe me or not. You can believe me or the truth will come out. But he's literally like the best person I've ever met. He is a really, really good person. And he's been labeled as something that he's not. So and that was all because all of them are, Fred is the oddball on that road. Okay. Like Dawn, Candace, all them, like all of them pretty much talk. Fred's kind of the oddball. It was like almost they kind of all worked together in a way to try to pin it on him. Now, was he involved in drugs? Yes. You know, I would never be with somebody if I wasn't absolutely sure. I would never. And let's say it did come out that he lied about anything. It would, like I've said before, if it, lying about this, anything to do with the Summer Wells case, that's like a big no-no for me. Huge no-no. I don't know if there would be any coming back from something like that. And from mine, I know like Laura is with somebody else and all that, but it's her business. And I've been way too happy. It is a true love story. You guys have no idea. Like a freaking movie could be written about everything that's happened since the day we met. Like, you guys, we met on January 11th of 2022. We found out. You know how I was saying I see 111 and 1111 every fucking where? We met on January 11th of 2022. His birthday is 11/11. I freaking was seeing 11/11 everywhere. 111, 11, 11. Kathy lives off 11. It's like I see every single time I see it, I tell you guys. It does give him a great motive to continue sobriety because I can't be around that, I'm not having that in my life. And he knows that. And he's not having it in his life either, so. And Fred is watching. A card reader predicted this. She said a new man was coming into her life. Do you remember? You know who predicted it? Really? What kind of? Well, really? I mean, I know people thought that we got along really well and clicked, but RJ, now not him specifically, but RJ timed it and everything. Like, he contacted me, I don't know how long ago it was, like, but it was exact about the timing lines up. He messaged me and let me know privately that he saw me getting into a relationship in 6 months, and the person is going to be, I'm going to be shocked because it's going to be somebody completely different than anybody I've dated before, and that I wouldn't expect it. And it was about 6 months later, where we were actually, to a couple or whatever. I never imagined this happening. So, it was definitely not something planned. He never was inappropriate towards me anyway. Nothing ever happened anyway. At any, like, we didn't, nothing. I mean, no flirting, nothing. I'm one of those, if you're in a relationship and if you have somebody, like, I don't even go there. Plus, that wasn't even in my mind, That lifestyle was so different than something I would ever be interested in. And it was my life was so different. But it's almost like, that's why I feel so strongly. I mean, it just feels like it was meant to be. And I feel like the only thing left to the story would be to find Summer, figure out what happened to Summer. And then once that happens, I could leave this channel and go on to my merry way, onto my tarot. That is a good picture taken, and that was taken by Kathy's son, and it is good enough to put in a picture frame. Well, RJ didn't say exactly who, but he called it. Yeah, it was, I can't explain how it all happened. It was never even a thought in my mind. I mean, I knew we always connected. Like, I knew we clicked, But really, Fred's a very quiet guy, unless you know him. And then he won't freaking shut up. It's like, I'm just teasing him because he's listening. He really likes to pick on me, aggravate and annoy me. So to the few who knew, there was only guys, I literally told like nobody, only so now they can talk about it. It just, and when they say it happens when you least expect it, that's true, because I would have never, ever, ever in a million years expected this. And I worry about Laura, I do. I worry about her. I want her to, be okay too. I mean, of course, she's not happy. From what I hear, it's upsetting her to her. But at the same time, and I'm not going to defend myself a million times over and over, but at the same time, she really was it's almost like she wanted us to be together. I can't even freaking explain it until it actually happened. I don't know how to explain it. They've, their relationship has revolved around drugs for 20 years. And neither of them were going to be able to grow beyond that. if they were staying together. It just wasn't going to. And Fred knew that he was so, I mean, if she would have got clean and stuff and everything, they'd probably still be together. I mean, I don't know, but probably. I don't know. I mean, I know they weren't happy. They haven't really even had a relationship for the past couple years, really. Thank you, Randaroo. Thank you guys so much. Saved his life. Yeah, now Day Day can talk her shit, and people can talk their shit because now they have something to talk about. A legit story for once. He probably knew before. Exactly. Well, people were contacting me about, gosh, starting even, I don't know how long ago. I don't want to, definitely well over a year ago. People have been constantly contacting me and saying, I think Fred is in love with you, blah, 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 or I think he has feelings for you. And I'd be like, well, probably because, I've helped him a lot and stuff, but I didn't ever let my mind go there. That's what we're hoping for Laura, is that she'll be able to find somebody that, I don't know. Beach Creeker spell. Well, I didn't want to, I didn't lie. I just wouldn't talk about it. I've learned since I've been on YouTube how to deal with these sorts of things better. Victoria, that's funny. I know people are going to be talking about it, but hey. Oh yeah, when he looks at me, you could tell that he's like in love with me. He is so amazing. I wish everybody could know him like how I wish everybody could know the person he is, but he's kind of just a quiet person that is to himself and takes a long time to get to know him. From the Ground Up by Dan Pleshay. I know, Selena. Well, Jam, at least it gives him something. Thank you, Stormy. And hey, Matthew. I'm going to ignore it all. Hey, Joanne. BK is just mad because he couldn't get clean and he has nothing. Yeah, he doesn't have anybody like. Well, no, he did have a good woman, and he ruined it. He had a ride or die. His ex-wife, probably it's definitely the best one. He'll never get somebody like her again, because the older you get and you're continuing the same type of behaviors, it's less and less likely that you're going to change. And people, women of a higher caliber, aren't going to want somebody who's 44, and dealing with all that. Now, I know Fred's dealing with illegal stuff too. Trust me and believe. I wanted to, that's another thing. Another reason why I'm so far out of that lifestyle, in the drug scene, that it was something I just definitely did not want to be around. But I know that Fred is over it. Like, he's just willing to leave it all. Oh, you just sent him another photo, T-Lynn? Thank you, Wanda. Yep, I see you, Mrs. Colt. Thank you so much. Thank you, Case or Lips. I don't think at this point removing myself from Summer Wells' case is unnecessary. That's ridiculous. Plus, like I said, I don't really want to even. I'm really over the community as it is, anyways. Like, once we figure out what happened to Summer, once we know, like I said, I'm going to be completely moved over to my other channel. Thank you guys for those. Hold on. Oh, thank you. And Diana, I actually owe you a reading too. We need to do your reading. She said, Diana sent a Cashapp and said, I love you and congrats. Aww. Hold on, guys. What am I sent? Oh God, what is this? Aw, thank you, Brandy. She said, I love you and you deserve all the happiness. She sent a Cashapp. That was really sweet. Thank you. Well, many of you guys saw it. I mean, you could tell that I seemed happier, and crawfish boil. I don't even know if I've ever had crawfish. Yeah, that's why haven't been on a lot lately, because I didn't know how to. I was so, you guys, with what happened the last time I was in Tennessee, not this time, but the time before that, and the fact what happened with people using my channel as a way to see where Fred is and what he's doing, and a way to try to screw him over like his sister did. I mean, I was afraid to talk or say anything. Let me scroll down. Restream is weird. Thank you, Geneva. They have suspects in mind for, oh, really? For which one? Are you talking about Sebastian? Mud bugs, is that what they are? Yeah, I don't need to see like stuff people are saying. I don't care. Like, don't send, yeah, please, actually. If you are my friend, don't send me videos of people talking about us, in their opinions. It does not matter. You know what I mean? Just, if it does not affect me or Fred's well-being or my daughter's, then please just don't send it to me, because all their opinions are going to do is either put me in a bad mood for just a few minutes. I don't want to affect me, like, but still, I don't want to lose a few minutes of my day. I don't care what people are saying about, I really don't. And that's the best way to deal with it when you're on YouTube. You have to, for your own mental health. Otherwise, I would have to stay off here even more. Well, thank you, Connie, and thank you so much for all your support. If they're your real friends. I never thought we would. Holy moly, I didn't ever think that. Like, for the long, I mean, hey, Lolly. Thank you, Marie. Hey, Chris. Well, he still has like 4 more months, so that gives us time to figure out all that. He's going to be a Hoosier. Thank you, Brandy. Hey, Butterfly Kisses. Hey, Linda. Yeah, unless it's something I absolutely need to know, like, and most of you guys are good at that. And as far as sending me things that, because it took a long time. It took a long time to get to the point where people stop sending me that stuff. And that's how I figure out that's how I figured out over time who my real friends are. The ones that weren't really my friends loved sending me that stuff because they loved the drama. As long as it wasn't about them, because people, I guess I do drama pretty well when I do it, but I'm just over that stuff. Replaced by a bag of carrots. Positive, bringing down their opinion, don't define you. Yep. Yeah, Chloe, your dad, how is he doing? Yeah, why do I need to be sent stuff that somebody's opinion on my relationship or how I look or anything? I don't care. Hey, Nicolina. Does Fred call you? Yes. I get on him all the time about it too. Yes, he does call me Ziggy. Funny you said that because yes, he does. Yes, he's gonna come to Indiana eventually. Yeah. Oh, Pearl Strand. Yes, I did. I went to that place you talked about. Thank you, Nicolina and Sage Sleuth. That's so nice. I thought for sure Nicolina would be giving me shit. Thank you, Butterfly Kisses. She sent a Cashapp that said, for help with gas to go see Fred. I know some of you guys are giving me shit. I listen, as long as you don't freaking talk shit about me, like a hateful way, I don't care. You're going to have your opinions just because you say you don't agree with it or whatever. That's not going, I don't need to hear it really here or the negativity. But if you're saying it elsewhere, it is what it is. It's not, people's opinions are just that. And I'm not going to let it, I've let people's opinions affect what I do and what I say for way too long. And I've learned over the past, especially past couple years since I've been on YouTube, when you just follow your heart and what's the truth and go with your intuition, it's always best. Do not let people curve what you think is the best thing I do. Like, unless you're teeter-tottering and really want the advice, don't let unsolicited advice dictate you. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you, Chloe. She sent a Cashapp, but I really do need to come up for a moment. Okay, well, let's see, how does, I'm on StreamYard's messed up, so I'm trying to figure out how to, I have to pee, so that gives me time to pee while you co-host for me. And thank you, Nicolini. Yeah, StreamYard's screwed up right now. And then I tried right through YouTube, and it's still like, well, it's, any more pics? I'll check here in a second. Is that really Nicolina? Okay, that's her. All right. Hey, how's it going?
Can you hear me?
Can't hear her.
I always have
I
problems
don't know
with
why we can't hear you. It shows your little bubble. Can you guys hear her?
I can hear you.
Oh, wait, maybe it's oh shit, I bet it's this. I bet it's my speaker. Hold on, let's retry that. Okay, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, it's my speaker. Sorry. How's it going?
Good. Who cares what other people think about you and Fred?
Yeah.
Do you like
It's what it is. Like,
that's
huh?
my new glamour picture of sweet Melissa.
Sweet little Melissa.
Oh, she's a disgusting human that is going around saying that my daughter is being essayed by her brother. So I'm capitalizing on her ugliness.
Oh my God.
So listen, you owe nobody on YouTube an explanation for a fucking thing, Ziggy.
Yeah,
Not your
I know.
content, where you live, where you visit. I think that when people on the internet think that they can try and control a law abiding citizen, we have a problem. So, what I
Yeah.
want, I think, I'm proud of you for just saying what's going on. It doesn't matter what any of the people that don't like you think. And if you give it oxygen, what happens when there's a fire and oxygen hits the fire? It grows.
Right. That's why I'm saying, like, this is what I'm putting, like I said earlier, I'm putting out the truth and what's the truth. But as far as like,
Is that a picture of
going
you and
back and
Fred?
forth with people, I'm not,
Is that a
you
picture
know?
of you and Fred? That is a great
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah. Yeah. It was yesterday.
That's a fantastic picture. And is that an apple blossom tree?
That one
Oh,
is a dogwood.
dogwood. All right. Well, you know
Yeah,
what?
but it does look,
You
it's
guys
really
look
pretty.
fantastic.
We were what?
You guys look fantastic.
Oh, thanks.
You do. Do you
Yeah.
disagree? I think
No,
it's
I
a
think
great
it's a great
photo.
picture.
I do
I
too.
love that picture. And Fred, yeah, he looks like a completely different person.
And again, I don't know a lot about Fred. I kind of know who he is in the grand scheme of things, but Zig, you don't owe anybody shit unless they are paying your bills, they are your father, or you are fucking them, which none of that's happening. So that's all I wanted to come up and say.
Well, thank you so much.
All right, bye.
Right, bye. I appreciate that. I do. And I figured that's how it was going to go. Like I knew people would have their opinions, and I'm sure some people that's even here are going to go and be like, I was going to use the bathroom while she was up here, but hold on, guys. I'm going to go pee. So give me 1 second. I know Tennessee is nice. I was thinking, if I had to, guys, I would move down there, but like I have a place. I'm established here in my, you know, with everything going on with those properties, and his sisters and stuff. Like and the drugs out there. I don't want to live on Ben Hill. I wouldn't live on Ben Hill, and he wouldn't either. So so there's just nothing but bad memories for him there. And I've been in a house here for over 2 years, and it would just be better, if he did if we if that he moved up here to Indiana. I know, and I know people are going to think that I was biased, but it's been 2.5 years. I mean, or going on 3 years. It's not like Summer just went missing. It'd be different if it was at the beginning and there was nothing going on. There was absolutely zero. For the first couple years, and people are going to say, "Oh, well, that's why she white knighted for him for so hard." No, it's not. And I'd be absolutely disgusted if I found out he lied about anything to do with the Summer Wells case intentionally. But 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. I'll put that back up, but hold on. You guys were asking about other pictures. I'll check here in a second. But I was thinking while I was sitting in there on the pier, on the piss pot. I was sitting there thinking about Benny. It must be normal when talking to Benny or think about Benny that you sit on a toilet, you know? I was thinking, how does he have how does he have the nerve to sit here and talk any type of shit about who I'm dating or who I'm with when he won't even admit, like, him and he won't even admit that Tiffany was his girlfriend. The pisser, there you go. Thank you, Alicia. No, they were never married, Amy. No, they actually were never married. Nope. But they do have 2 kids together, and and I still would like people to, respect Laura. And I'm not gonna be talking shit about her on my channel. No matter what she says or whatever, she is in the grips of addiction right now, and I'm sure she is kind of upset. I would probably be kind of upset myself, but it wasn't like what people think. I'm seeing all this stuff and this touched my heart to see how happy you are. I'm happy for you. Well, thank you, Sugar Plum. A giraffe neck. Thank you. I see you. And Chris, thank you. And Chris, if you want to come up here, you're welcome to come up here. You're being criminally charged. Thank you, Sue Marie. You're in Pigeon Forge? You know how many times Benny said I'm being freaking charged, or I'm oh my gosh, or that my channel is going to be gone, or he's taking my channel, or he makes so many fucking threats that he can't keep. See, that's why it's so better just to always stick to the truth, and then you don't have to be a liar like Benny Keys. I hate that Benny's life is in shambles. I really do, because it's really too bad. I think it's sad that his mom's fucking enabled him to the point it's just, I think she has some kind of guilt or something. There must be some stuff that we don't know, because and because that's part of the reason why I think I am so lenient on my daughter. So it's because of some guilt, The age difference is 3 years, or I'm sorry, 4 years. Top 10. Johnson City is nice. Thank you, Honey Elder. So, well, and also doing your best to change. Well, yeah, and Roxy, I think just because it was just time for him. I don't think he ever had any other option, like it's hard being in it's hard being an addict, but it's especially hard to be two addicts in a relationship together who are using, because it makes it impossible to stop, because when one wants to stop, the other doesn't. And it's just really, really. And so when Fred's wanted to stop before, it just wasn't ever really an option, because, in order to keep the dope flowing for Laura or whatever, he was selling it. So, and he's just that type to, I don't know. That's what it just, they just would have never got clean together. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, he wants to. It's his decision. It's not if it was because of me, if it's me having to change him, we wouldn't be together. Like, why would I want to be with somebody who's gonna eventually go back to their old lifestyle? Like, that's just heartache to deal with. You need to be with somebody who wants that for themselves too. Thank you, Michelle. Wasn't his dad a kingpin at one time? I do believe his parents sold drugs, yes. I pray for Fred, and yep. It will always, I will make sure see, I can't say that. It has to be on him, but I think he, how can you get Fred money? Just this Cash App. He just has his Cash App. Oh, we got so much done. Let me make sure that's the right Cash App. Put in a change of address for him, because nobody's getting their mail there. We don't know what's going on with this place, but I think his Cash App is Fred 33491. Yeah. 33491. Thank you. Crimes have consequences. Yeah, people will say, "Aw, Jamie, that's sweet." Oh, it's even better than that. Than what you guys have heard. It's insane. I mean, it really is. Hey, Juniper. Yeah, he does look like a brand new person. I mean, meth is really hard on people's looks. It's one of the drugs that it affects you, on the outside, like pretty worse than probably any other drug. I mean, besides maybe crack, cocaine, or something, it's pretty much same as far as how much it affects your appearance. And But when I learned his heart and stuff, and I found the person he was, like, it really was difficult not to fall in love with. I mean, he's just an amazing person, guys. And it's really sad the stuff that he's dealt with his sister. And people think, oh, it's not as it's been a while. I've known him for a while. It's not like what people think too. Because well, we were definitely caring spirit. It definitely was platonic. For definitely, I know people are going to find it hard to believe, but he's a very loyal person. I'm not going to go into his like personal, very personal stuff, but he's very loyal. I mean, he was only with Laura for the whole 20 years. And me, I don't even no, I don't I'm not one of those type of girls that think it's gets off on taking people's men and stuff. Like, I don't know. I'm not like that. Their relationship was well over before anything. Thank you, Mama T. Yes, summer brought love. I know. And that's why I feel like I always tell them, I'm like, we should write a book someday, especially if Summer ever gets, like, if we ever find out what happened to Summer, not us personally, but us, like all of us. That would just be because we still don't know what happened to Summer, but the way everything happened and how I met him and um how it all played out, it's just insane. And it needs to be in some kind of movie or book or something. It's crazy. Thank you, Lucky Lou. Mama B said, "Is Ziggy saying what I think?" She said, "Well, that's why I'm leaving this picture on the screen so people can see, to make sure that they're." I just freaking ew. I'm bleeding. That's so gross. Thank you, Pentinton. Hey, One Love. I saw it. What was funny too? I saw somebody's comment. I don't know who. Well, I don't need to mention who said it, but somebody sent me a comment where he was saying, or no, Kathy read it to me, where these people were talking about how oh, Ziggy's a good sized woman, like, trying to be, I guess, call me fat in a polite way, I guess. I don't know. But then goes on to say, and Fred's like a little twerp or something, like what they were saying. I'm like, what the hell? Fred is 6'4" and now 240 pounds. In that picture, you can't tell like how tall he is because of we're on a hill and it's like a steep incline. We're all cockeyed. Thank you, Alicia and Sheba. Sue was like, I was wondering what you were going to tell us. Electronic medium. Well, hey, it's just common sense too. Think about it. When guys get their big bellies and stuff, and then get a lot of extra fat on them, their little wieners get sunk in there and kind of go hide like a turtle. I know, BC, right? I know. I must have cut myself shaving, and like a turtle. It does when you they have I said like a turtle, not a troll, but hey, that works too. Like a turtle goes in its shell. And think about it too, yeah, just causes issues. Oh, that's so cute. The other night when Fred had the possum, I was telling my partner how much I wish y'all could. Well, that wasn't Fred that brought in the possum. That was Kathy's son, but still, that's really sweet. Justin says it does get small. Right? Burning Springs. Yes, this is a cock. Thank you, Mama B. Thank you, trolling. Yeah, that was. Oh, yes, September Virgo. I just saw your email. Oh, shit. I meant to say, Fred got that package today. And thank you so much. He was, when I was talking to him earlier, he was unpacking it and putting the stuff up. Thank you so, so much. See, the truth is always, it's just always bad. The truth is always best way to go. I just was waiting for the right timing. Yeah, pet the possum. Thank you, sepsis. He is a really good guy. She knows Karma. He told her. He told her a couple months ago. How long have we been official as like a couple since Valentine's Day? I know. I'm telling you, many of you guys, Quinny, many of you guys have been emailing me and sending me texts and stuff. Miss Fletcher, that's why I know it's so, that's why I haven't been going live as much, because I hate not telling what's going on in my life, and it's really difficult for me. I don't know how to explain it. Gives me kind of anxiety in a way. I don't know. That's true. It's true. Just Rach. We've all been seeing and watching awful things lately. This is the happiest news we've seen. Thank you, both you and Fred, bring smiles. Aww. Thank you, Yaya. No, he's eventually going to move up here after he's done with his stuff. I know many of you guys did, and I didn't lie to you guys. If you guys would go back and rewind, I would just like avoid, or I would just change the subject, or kind of laugh, or Thank you, all in tanks. If it wasn't for you, Ziggy, you'd help him. If it wasn't for you guys too, you have been busy, girl. Yeah, we're on the phone a lot. I mean, he's so bored, But we definitely, because can you guys imagine where Fred would be if it wasn't for like all of us? I mean, because I wouldn't have been able to help him like I have if it wasn't for you guys. I mean, he'd be back in jail right now. Do you talk for more than 3 hours? I don't know. Maybe we have before, but I know that you're referring to Chris Proudfoot and Katie. I want to know. See, that'd be different. That'd be one thing if me and Fred were on the phone for 3 hours. That's weird to me with Katie and Chris Proudfoot. They've been married for 7 years, and I don't know. It doesn't, unless that's their normal. I really want to see their past their phone bills. I want to see how much they actually talked, or if that was just that night. Thank you, Nicolina. Right, Voodoo? We're going to see Shirley. We're trying to work on that. See, that's why the person that was saying here before, like, that we needed each other, I do believe that. Even though it seems like it was Fred that really needed the help. 2023 was a really bad year because Jim passed in 2022, Halloween 2022. So that was just like a couple months before it turned 2023. So that's why I say 2023. But really, the end of 2022 into all of 2023. Thank you, Michelle Davis. Thank you, Virgo. Thank you, Gemini Moon. Thank you guys so much. Really, electronic medium? That's what his birthday's 11/11. And then come to find out we met on 1/11. And it's unreal. I mean, there's so much more to it with the 1/11s and 11/11. And some days someday you guys will know all about it. right, Diana? It is a spiritual number. He's a Scorpio. I'm Pisces. I don't know, Sheba. I don't know if he will. He's extremely, I don't even know how to explain it. He's not a public speaker, for one. He's definitely not as talkative as I am, I guess. Oh yeah, my daughter loves him. Thank you, Flicking Bullocks. Thank you so much. Which, my daughter hasn't been around him recently. I'm not saying that. The only times like she hasn't even really actually met him, because the one time that she was out there, she was in the vehicle, and but they've talked a lot on the phone, like during FaceTime and stuff, like. Thank you, Jessica. I know, Jane Doe. I don't know what to do. Eventually, I'm sure he'll probably. It will. I'm sure eventually. I don't know. Gosh, I don't even know how long I'm going to be on this channel. If we figured out what happened to Summer, like today, I'm not saying today would be my last day, but definitely this week. Pisces, February 25th. Thank you, Selena. Yeah. My family's not a very, very close family. There's the link, Chris. Hey, Tennessee Poppy. I was going to put this picture as our thumbnail, but then I was like, no, I need to explain things. I know. I was like, I was kind of thinking I should probably have, there's Chris. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Ziggy, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Not doing good.
You're an ordained minister? You're not doing good. Chris, you have to, we're going to cheer you up, okay? We're going to try anyways. Christy, I was thinking right before I went live, I was like, should I tell Christy first? Because I knew he would probably be like, what the hell?
And hey, Ziggy, I'm so happy for you.
Oh, well, thank you, Chris.
You deserve to be happy, and I hope you and Fred get married, and I will marry you guys.
Are you an ordained minister?
I want to be.
I had no idea. That's crazy, Christy. You want to be?
How long have you guys been together?
Well, officially since Valentine's Day.
Aww.
So,
you guys look really cute together.
Well, thank you.
You guys make a great couple, and I want to say something.
Okay.
It's gonna make you laugh.
What?
Ziggy and Fred sitting in a tree.
What's
Kiss
that?
ing.
First comes love. Are you not
I
gonna
just
finish it?
I just
You
want to
didn't. That
I
was
just want to
nice.
tell
That's
you that.
cute. They're saying, "Oh, Chris can be the ring man." I see you, Nicolina. Yeah, I'm gonna not be on here for that much longer, but I definitely had to talk to Chris a little bit. That was
I'm not
so that was
doing well. I've been crying all day, but it's alright.
why what's going on now? Is there something new going on or is it just the same stuff?
Just the same stuff. I I don't. I think people would be happier without me here.
No way. That's quite the opposite. People would be no, they'd be devastated. Um planning a baby. I'm too old. I'm pretty sure I'm too old to have a baby. I'm 43.
I
No,
can
you
adopt a kid for you, and you can have it.
um, Carla Barnes, Cotton didn't tell Fred where Summer was. That's not what happened. People get it confused. He acted. Cotton told him where he was going.
No, I don't, Miss Sal.
Yeah, you do need a. You don't talk to somebody. You don't
No,
have a counselor or anything.
I don't have a counselor, but you guys are kind of like my counselor.
Yeah.
You and
Wow.
Smiley are kind of like my counselor, Ziggy. You guys keep me alive right now, and I love you guys.
Oh. Well, there's a lot of people in the chat love you too, especially, Chloe. Did you text her ever?
I called her yesterday. She's actually gonna call me on Saturday.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, she's very busy.
I'll be
And
back
I,
here in a minute. I'm gonna mute
okay.
myself for a minute.
Okay. Well, if no, I'm not pregnant. There's no possibility of me being pregnant. I don't know, 7 years is a big difference, Smokey, when it comes to childbearing years. I'm 43. But wouldn't that be crazy to be able to start? I mean, my daughter's almost freaking get to be 18. That would be crazy. Oh, yeah, he definitely could, Selena. He should go to a counselor. I figured he already had a counselor. It's surprising to me. Maybe I should take in a wedding fund like Cher did. And stream our wedding ceremony on YouTube. 47? Yeah, but was that natural? I'm talking about natural. He's 52. Yeah, he probably how old's the girl? No, we were just talking about people were saying, "Oh, bring up the marriage thing." I'm just saying. I mean, if Cher can do it, really, Juno, naturally, one and only at 42. When I got pregnant with my last son, there was 20 years. Be there in person. I know. Cher still not married. My daughter got pregnant when her only kid was 17. That would be insane. Mr. Ziggy. Oh my God, Lisa, that's hilarious.
I'm I'm drinking one of your favorite drinks.
Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi?
Nope. Diet Pepsi.
Yeah. Yep. That's one of my favorites. You're right. You know me well. Going to run the mouse, but just ignore them and leave them to those of us that have your back. Congrats again, Ziggy and Fred. Well, thank you, Kelly.
Hey, Ziggy.
Yes.
I got a question.
Yep.
If you and Fred do get married, can I be invited to the wedding?
Well, yeah, if we had a wedding, yes. You know what, guys? I don't feel like I'd ever have like any type of wedding like that. I just am not friggy. I'm not that. I don't like all that attention and stuff and stress. She thought she was going through the change of life and she got pregnant. Hey, Chris, people think have you the Fred and Ziggy show? If Fred was more, yeah, I would love to do that, but I don't think he just is not. I'm lucky if I can, ask him questions while he's, and even if he knows he's live, like he's just kind of, I don't know how to say it, bashful, I guess. I don't know. Set up a GoFundMe. Kids ages 38, 36, 34, 16, and 14. Holy crap. That's crazy. Do you have any siblings, Chris?
I have a sister. One sister.
Does she live with you?
Yeah, she does. She's gonna graduate this year. It's kind of hard to talk to my parents and my sister how I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like you and Smiley understand how I feel.
Have you tried taking? Are you on any medic? You don't tell it. You don't tell us what medicines you're on, but are you on anything to help you with your depression?
I take gummies.
Oh, okay. So THC, or
Yep.
does that help?
Yep. A little bit.
For but now, I had Corey at 40, and my oldest is 23. Wow. Cora. That's right. Yeah, I was gonna say you were just pregnant.
I'm glad you were able to get your stream walking.
Yeah, finally, right? Ridiculous. Well, we would. I hope he's on an antidepressant if this is ongoing. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to find antidepressant for some people that fits them well. I got lucky with mine that I'm on. But yeah, gummies I think are better. It's better to be on those than the pharmaceuticals anyways. But I know Prozac, really helped me when I was going through depression and stuff. But definitely talking to somebody, gosh, you would love talking to somebody, even if it was online. Like you could get somebody online, like they have these counselors online now where you don't have to go into office. But have you ever tried that?
No. I haven't tried that.
Yeah, gummies and pills are better, in my opinion, too. It's healthier. Tavian. I've already told you our child's name's going to be Benjamin Hill. Benjamin Junior Hill.
I have a good name. I have a good name for your child.
What's that?
Ziggy Junior Hill Tomato.
Benny Hill. No, not Benny. Oh no, we'll never call him Benny. Tomato. Mr. Tomato Head. Instead of Potato Head. Mr. Tomato Head and his bucket of parts. Call him Benji. Oh my god, I said Benji, your dog started barking. That's hilarious.
There's some people right outside our fence in our backyard. Hang on.
Benji. Okay. He has headphones on, so Oh, Shannon, I saw some of your email and the notification, something about your phone's going on, or something about your phone. He is, Selena. He messaged me just a second ago. He's laughing. Mr. Ziggy. No, well, I know people might say that, but it makes me think of Cher, and I don't know. And
Alright, I'm back.
right, Mama
Sorry
T.
about that.
January 11th is your birthday, really, Toasty Poppy? Wow. Lucky number. Tell Fred hi from the UK. He's at a meeting right now, but he's still listening in.
Hi, Fred. Hope you're doing well.
Oh, that's so nice, Chris. Hey, Annie. Not. I'm trying to see what that says. Yeah, I don't know if I like that Mr. Ziggy thing. I think it's kind of what's the word, emasculating. But I know people are going to say it, so it is what it is. Thank you, little bear. And thank you so much to the ones that sent. Just once again, thank you to the people who sent the cash apps and stuff, congratulating. That was really sweet. And I think somebody sent a PayPal too.
Hey, Ziggy.
Yes.
Later, can you text me your address? Because I want to send you a $20 bill for your channel.
I don't want you sending me money, Chris. We made an agreement, remember?
You're my friend, but I want it to help you.
Yeah. We made an agreement that you wouldn't send me money because we're friends.
You can buy a bag of chips.
Or some Diet Pepsi or Diet Coke, right?
Yeah, with a $20 bill.
Gosh, now it's pretty much $20 for a 24 pack.
Yep. I just wanted to tell you that.
Oh, well, that's sweet of you. It's the thought that counts, Chris. Yeah, we'll just call him Fred, but people will come up with all kinds of names, I'm sure. Don't give a damn what people say. I think you have made a huge difference in Fred's life. I wish you both happiness. Well, thank you, Rebecca.
I just got a name for Fred. You're gonna laugh.
Oh no, what is it?
Fred Benson.
Fred what?
Benson, like the in the Bears movie.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Do you guys know what he's talking about?
I'll tell you in a minute. Let me.
Oh yes, I think I do know who you're talking. Alicia, the Ziggy. I think is it the cartoon character?
Yep.
Oh, you're talking about they were mentioning Ziggy, there's a Ziggy cartoon character too. So do you guys know what bear movie he's talking about? Benson, Fred Benson. Well, he is kind of hairy. Hey Keith. Thank you, me, myself, and I. Thank you so much.
I'll read for a minute, and I'll go look it up. You can drop the link in a second again.
Okay. Mr. Tomato Head and his bucket of parts. Well, kinda TMI. His hair's really light though. You can't hardly see it. It's funny. Shannon, her friend Bernstein. Oh, Bernstein. That's what he meant. Bernstein. Yeah, I know who Bernstein Bears are. Yeah, Mrs. Fred is far better. Thank you, Keith. Oh, that's so sweet. I feel like a jagaloon. What's that? Oh, I know. I see you. She's probably like, oh my God. Rather have them transfer everything up here, surely. That'd probably even be the easiest way to go about it. But yes, Shannon, we are. I'll tell you just because I know that you've been. I think you, yeah. Are you the Shannon that emails me? I can't see on my Restream who's the mod and who's our mods and who's not. Is it Bernstein Bears? I know who Bernstein Bears is, Chris. Yes, here's the link. You're going to Tennessee in June? Are you really? Is there a vigil going on for summer? There's Christopher.
I found the movie that I was talking about.
Oh, what is it? Bernstein Bears?
The Country Bears.
Who's Sweet Pea? Oh gosh.
It's a Disney movie. It's called The Country Bears.
Oh, okay. Oh, Oh, so are they really country or something? Is that why you say that? Let me see.
You should actually watch it. It's called The Country Bears. It's
Okay,
a
let me
good
pull it up.
movie. And one of the bears in this Disney movie is called Fred Betterhead.
Fred Betterhead?
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, shit. Okay, here I was going to show what he's talking about. Is this movie, I guess? Walt
Yep.
Disney Country Bears.
They made a remake of it. You should watch it.
Which one is Fred? Is he in that picture right here?
Yep.
Which one?
You should watch it. It's a good movie.
Do you remember which one is Fred?
I forgot, but it's a good movie.
Okay.
It's on Disney Plus, I do believe.
All right. Well, I'll check it out then. Was your husband a lot different than the other people you'd ever dated, Amy? He's getting some sun. Yeah, Chris is. Here, I'll look the original Ziggy doll. This one, that's who you're talking about, right? That's ugly. That thing's ugly. But that's who I was thinking of, if that's who you're talking about. Well, Fred is trained a lot of horses, and he's he likes to obviously be out in the country, out there, looking for mushrooms and ginseng. Hunting, fishing. You think those? You think those are? That's an ugly freaking. It looks scary.
People from Tennessee and Texas and Indiana down in the South sound a lot more southern, if you know what I mean.
Juniper, I'm gonna be. I'm.
Yeehaw!
Chris. Yeehaw!
Yippee-ki-yay!
Yep. My neighbor got pregnant when her only child was 16. That is crazy. But yeah, I know people will be Juniper, and I knew that. That's why I haven't said anything till now. And but at the same, actually, it's not why I haven't said anything till now. It's because to protect the relationship, but also I don't care. See, the thing is, like, I don't care what people think. Is the thing. I really, really don't. And I don't want people sending it to me either. I really don't. I don't care what people say. I don't need to see it. And I know that people are going to have their opinions, that everybody's going to say something, but it doesn't matter to me. Aw, thank you, Annie Dom. She sent a cash app and she said, so happy for you both. I know who's gonna the people who's gonna talk shit and who's not. I mean, it's the same. It's fine.
That was so sweet, Amy, of what you just did. The Cashapp.
Yeah, it was nice, Annie. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Annie. At the end of the day, keep doing you, Ziggy. Keep letting your light shine no matter what you're going through in life.
Annie, you made Ziggy's day with that Cashapp. Keep being a light in the world.
Yes. Yeah, no fucks given. Otherwise, I'd be hiding it and stuff. I'd be like Benny Keys and Tiffany Marie hiding the obvious. Well, thank you, Jen, just Jen. And I knew like my real supporters would be really happy.
Hi, Dreamcatcher. No, I do not. Boo.
Oh, well, that's so nice, Sunshine. Yes, hello, sweet Chris, says Dreamcatcher. Right, is there, oh, thank you, Hazel. Well, that's so crafting with Amy. I'm probably going to go here in a few anyways. I have a bunch to get caught up with.
So, how did you and Fred meet?
Actually, through the Summer Wells case. That's why it's such a. Why
Oh,
people
got you.
are freaking out about it.
Before I came up here, I actually read about that Summer Wells case.
He was a neighbor. Kind of, well, a neighbor. He lived on the same road as Summer Wells.
She disappeared, right?
Yeah. And he was, yep. It's a lot.
And then she got, then they sent a picture of her, of how old she might be now,
Yep. Yep.
if I'm correct.
Yep. They did. They did a picture showing what they think that she would look like now. She'd be 8 years old, right? Is that right, guys? Yeah, she'd be 8 years old. She was 6, 2022, 7, 2023. Yep. 8. It's been so long. It's like now it's hard to keep up with like it's crazy that it's even been this long, but I don't know. I mean, Dylan Rounds was found but that was after Dylan Rounds situation that happened after summer, but still it's been a couple years. I hate Apple products. How do I feel about it? I mean, I feel a lot better because I can talk openly about it and not have to watch what I'm saying. Because I'm sure people noticed before that I was always like I would say we a lot, and it's just I just don't. I'm such an open person, and that's why I hadn't been going live as much over here because I don't. I Oh, we lost Chris. I don't, and I'm confused, Voodoo, about Ryan and what he means by what did he Ryan said he found, I don't know. I don't know. I've heard that I that it's not related, but I don't know. I know Michelle Williams. Yeah, once I got to know the person he was is when I fell in love with him. I mean, I was just he is an amazing person. I can't say it enough. It is pouring outside. I was just thinking I needed to go get me a Diet Coke. I was going to take a walk. Ryan even hunts down like subscribers that he sees talking shit about him, and he goes to their freaking pages, and if they have any videos up at all, that he leaves like freaking horrible comments. Like, he is so not what people think. Like, literally somebody, one of my subscribers showed me a comment that like he left on one of her videos of her cat. Right, Marie? When did I realize? Started having feelings, I guess, like a few months after he was in jail. You can make your Voodoo. I don't try to push my opinion on anybody. Like, I really don't like him. I don't think he's a good person, but that's just my opinion, and people know it. And but I want everybody to come up with their own opinions. I just think that he's an opportunist, and I had a bad experience with him. I was the first creator in this community to basically have him on my panel and put him out there, and then he just, I don't know. He just wasn't who I thought he was. It was really disappointing. So I might be late to kind of respond. That I know I'll have a lot of texts and stuff like that. I probably won't talk much about our relationship on here. You know what I mean? In the future, I just won't have to worry about what I say. So, and that's like, that takes a weight off my chest. So that way I just talk openly. And if he comes up or something about our relationship comes up, I can talk about it, without having to worry. But I'm not going to be, I'm not going to talk much about our personal life in that way. I'm not going to go back and forth with people who have negative opinions of it. There's no reason to. I'm going to do, no matter what somebody says, I'm going to do what I want to do. And yeah, their opinion isn't going to, especially a person's opinion that I know always has something negative to say, or, never has been said anything nice about me. Why would I listen to him? And I know even some supporters are going to get. Thank you, Tiny Tumbleweed. I know there's going to be some supporters who don't agree. And that's Voodoo. When he first came on, he acted like he was so against psychics and was only about true data and hardcore evidence. And then next thing you know, like, he starts hooking up with psychics, and then come to find out he suddenly presents his wife as psychic, and it's like, what the hell is going on? Like, you're a fake. And obviously I have no problem with psychics because I read tarot. I'm not a psychic or anything, but I like to read tarot. I find it interesting. But there are some psychics I do, watch and take into account. But he represented himself as somebody who was totally not into that kind of stuff. And then it's like he went to totally all into that. It just doesn't make sense. Thank you, Carolyn. No, man, yeah. Me and Ryan clash big time. Oh, yeah, I've done a lot of readings on me and Fred. Oh, they know I wasn't dating Ryan. They're just teasing because they're just being silly. Ryan's married and yeah. No, we don't even freaking get along. Like it would never. He does find drama any chance he gets. He like goes to people's videos that are subscribers and comments like shitty things about him, just because he's seen them say something negative about him. But he's the one that's on YouTube and putting himself out like that. The videos he's commenting on that people have up are like videos of their, cats and shit. Exactly, Sassy. Oh, that's awesome, Mrs. Kravitz. But it's very, very true. Like, in order to be happy, you no matter. Sometimes even you have to not listen to even the opinions of some family, because even some family doesn't really have your best interest. Just always go with what you think is the best thing, no matter what. Don't let people dictate which direction you go in life or who you're with. Now, definitely listen to the people who are really close to you. But most people have to figure things out for themselves. She hasn't been on. His wife hasn't been in videos since the Andy Bernard's thing. Is that true? I agree. It's just time. I've trust me, I've had my share of. I've dated. You learn what you want or what you're looking for in somebody over time. She's mad, Ryan. I would be too. He made her the freaking butt of jokes. No pun intended. In my opinion, I'd be so mad. Like if I was her, I think he's using her. I don't know. I hope to God she's not part of his freaking. Oh, thank you, Selena. That's so sweet. Yeah, I guess so, Alicia. That's why has his wife not been on videos since then? And I don't want to talk shit about her or anything. I felt bad for her, honestly. I mean, I know I'm the first person to point it out or whatever, but and joke about it, but it was in good fun. It was nothing against her. I just couldn't believe Ryan put that in the video. That's what just shows to me that he doesn't know what he's talking about in the Summer Wells case. Had he listened to somebody who's been around, like, instead of, he just comes out of nowhere, like, legit, he came out into the case like around July or something. He hasn't even been around a year. He was brand new when we and Fred were talking to him. Brand spanking new. He knew nothing. I felt like I was spending all my time trying to get him caught up on the case and like guiding him in the right direction because I thought he was here for the right reasons. I truly did. And I was guiding him like truly who I wasn't saying, oh, talk to this person and don't talk to that person. It was let him decide for himself. But I tried to get him caught up on things, but I mean, he knew nothing. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Be the Bean. He only used to get his name out there, enough to before he could just so he could be recognized enough in order for it to. And then after that happened, he knows what he's doing. He used to talk. He's even said that he has been a big part of like debunking conspiracy theories in the past, and got himself into some shit with other like people in these groups, like Reddit groups and stuff like that. And so before, that's where he did all his supposed research or debunking or whatever. But he knows what gets attention. He knows that drama sells. And I think that, yeah, he knew it would get him views. I think I really like to know, like, really see into his credentials. Yeah, he may have not been arrested before, like he likes to say, but I really want to look into this guy's credentials and see if he's an engineer like he says he is, if he has the credentials, and also his independent research that he claims he has, like the independent journalism. I just don't believe and also where he claims he was a source used for the History Channel. Right? That's what I'm saying, Teresa. I would have told him, like, no, like, he would have known. Like, even Andy told him that there was a bunch of barrels up there with shit that he needed to get rid of. Aw, that's so sweet. Crimes have consequences. Congratulations. Someone answered, did his wife stop? Because I guess so, Lucky Lou. Aw, thank you. That's so nice, Moonchild. Well, I'm an introvert in a way too, but tetanus shot. Lucky Lou. I know, right? She might have. Engineers don't carry tiny shovels. That's why he claims he's an engineer and then works at Eastman, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to describe me. I'm an extrovert, like when it comes, like here I can talk, but in person, I I do like a lot of time alone. I get very annoyed easily being around a lot of people. Thank you, Nanya. No, not yet, Stephanie. But no, not yet. But hopefully soon. I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure that this community is really what I'm supposed to be doing, like as far as content. I feel more so I'm supposed to be doing the spiritual stuff, the more positive stuff, because it can be really negative over here. I mean, it is all what you make it. I mean, some people do very, very well, like staying out of the drama. Aw, okay, Shannon. I don't see your comments. Let me see. Are you seeing my? Yeah, I see Jessica. You said something about why did Ryan go back up there if he didn't think it was anything? He's just doing what he thinks will get him views. Yeah, Dee Dee. And I know people don't like, I mean, most of my subscribers here, they're not into that type of stuff, like the tarot and stuff. And I know it's a much smaller channel, but it does have a lot of a potential. All right, guys, I am going to go. I have to get a couple things done. And, but we will talk later for sure. And let the festivities commence. You know, now all of a sudden, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of lives of people having things to say. So you guys will have a lot of good stuff to watch tonight, probably, and tomorrow. So at least you guys will be entertained, right? Oh, thank you, Jane. Roxy. Your face always turned red. All right, guys. I will talk to you guys later.